Hi Leo, welcome to your September 2019 reading. This is a general reading for the sign of Leo sun, moon, or rising. As I said, this is a general reading, so this may not resonate for all of you. Take what does, leave the rest behind. Sometimes if you come back to the reading later in the month, it will make more sense. And I'm going to get started. Move these out of the way. Okay. Okay, I'm also going to pull postcard from Spirit to clarify each one of these cards for your reading. And I'm going to be pulling some more cards to focus on specific areas of your life, such as career, work, finances, love and relationships, spirituality, and health and well-being. Okay, put these ones to the side for now. Okay, Leo. Okay, Leo. Okay, we're getting started at the beginning of the month with the Eight of Wands reversed. Now this can represent holding off on something or delays, possibly frustration due to these delays, but this can indicate delays related to travel or fast-moving plans. So something that's in action, you're working on, you're striving for, driving forward, there could be delays in this project or whatever this is. So if there's anything you've been trying to rush or push forward, this energy may affect that. And whatever it is, you're probably feeling like very enthusiastic and energetic about it, but I want you to be prepared for some potential obstacles here at the start of the month. This is going to be really frustrating for you, and you're likely, going to start to get really impatient because of this. This energy is not going to stop the plans, but it will. You're just going to need to work around these obstacles. This could be indicating a need to slow down and take a good look at this before continuing. It's like forcing you to evaluate it, in case you're overlooking something. This is really a form of protection for you. But you may want to hold off on whatever this is until this energy passes, or, really evaluate it in some depth, like magnifying glass. This could also be too many ideas, so there's like confusion about how to proceed or which one is best, because it's like distracting you. You don't know where to focus your attention. It's like scattered energy, scattered thoughts, too many things, so nothing is getting the full attention to actually move it forward properly. And you're not going to accomplish anything if this is what you're doing. This situation could involve an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, but I don't feel like this is any outside source. I think this is likely you, your energy, your circumstance. You'll know how this is resonating for you, what area of your life. But this definitely involves your thoughts and your power and your intellect being really necessary here. This energy could culminate or manifest later in fall, October, November, December, if this is not the start of September. But this is fire energy though, so there's like a spark here. This could be destructive in nature though, if you don't hold off until the right time, like heed this, this caution. But it's very high energy, so you're really pushing, but I want you to try and be patient. Eights are all about change and regeneration and accomplishment. So change things up if necessary while you're, pursuing this accomplishment. Next, we have the Four of Pentacles. Okay, this is having a really strong foundation, but possibly limiting yourself in some way. Like you've built something up and now you want to protect it, and that might stifle it a little bit. This is like trying to hold on to or maintain security. So you may feel secure, but not necessarily free. Sometimes this is a little bit of paranoia about losing your possessions or resources that you worked really hard for. But it could just be having a sense of order and control over your belongings. Depending on your nature, this energy may feel really good to you, or it could not at all. If you like structure, this energy is going to feel more positive to you. But it is kind of rigid, So if you're more intuitive, this energy can feel kind of oppressive to you. If you're not doing this, this could be letting you know that maybe you need to tighten things up a bit, but not in a super restrictive way, because it'll start to feel stagnant or stale if you lose all spontaneity and you just like dig your heels in and sit there and stay the same, This could involve a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, but it definitely involves your career, your finances, or your personal possessions. Like material possessions. But this is practical earth energy though, so it feels deep, and it is, it has a bit of a materialistic nature to it. But fours are about stability and manifestation and structure. So just maintain balance in your efforts here, however this is showing up for you. But this is, all about seeking security in your career. This can be indicating the need for conservatism with your finances. And this could be personal fear of like scarcity in your resources. Just make sure this doesn't turn to greed, in your desire for long-term security. Middle of the month, we have the Knight of Cups. Now, this can kind of show up in two ways. This can be pursuing creativity, or if this is around love, this is pursuing a love interest if you're single. This could be also someone pursuing you. This is not your typical knight though. Like a lot of times the knights, they're heading into battle. This is war. But this is a more gentle, reserved card. This is kind of like a fight for the heart or soul. And you may get it. They may get it. Whoever it is, you'll probably lose interest pretty quickly, or they will. This is more about the chase, the conquest, than it is once they get it, Like I said, I'm not getting clear whether this is you or someone else, so keep that in mind. Try to stay grounded mid-month, because your focus may shift from over here, these ideas and career, to your creativity and your emotions or your feelings. Ask yourself, whatever this is, whether this is creativity or love potential, does it actually have long-term potential here? In your mind, it may be more enchanting than it's actually going to be in real life, because this can sometimes indicate getting lost in fantasy, or, just dreaming of something that's not actually formed yet. If this is not about a relationship, this is about your creativity. So I want you to keep that in mind. This can be trying to make something tangible with these dreams and ideals. This could involve a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio if this is someone else. But this is going to culminate or manifest by the end of September. This is only going to be in this time frame. I don't see this going past the end of summer. But this is water energy though, so this is very like intense and dreamy and sensitive type of energy. Definitely revolves around romance and charm and imagination. This could also be a proposal from like a Prince Charming type person here. This can sometimes represent that. Heading into the end of the month, we have the Star. Now this is good. This is letting you know that you are exactly where you should be and you're doing exactly what you should be doing. This is great. This is progress. It's always what we like to see in a reading. This is like you reaching, or you have reached, a state of balance. This is like an even give and take of energy, like giving and reciprocity. I want you to make sure you're resting properly and taking care of your health. You've gone through a process leading up to this of figuring out how you want life to be. Like, what's your true identity? Where do you want to end up? You've been figuring out your own desires, like separate from other people's opinions, and tapping into what is your unique creativity. This was kind of like your orientation over here, and now you've reached the Star. You figured it out. You're figuring it out. You navigated your way. You know, now you've arrived at healing and you've found your place. This card asks you to continue on your unique journey, even if it's different to what everyone else is doing. It's like letting go of having no more external methods of protection. This is like being vulnerable, you know, naked here, and true to yourself. This is like resting, having peace after a difficult process, or not necessarily difficult, but you know, it's been a process of individuation. But this is all about faith and purpose and renewal. And you've obtained, you know, this inner clarity you were seeking, and possibly, you know, miracles showing themselves here in some way. And ending the month, we have the Queen of Cups. Okay, well, this is doing something you really care about. This is not for material gain. This is very much emotions and feelings related, compassion, care, love. This is putting the needs of others before your own, but because you desire to, like not in a martyr type of way. This can also be tapping into like huge amounts of empathy. This is very strong emotions. This could be this could be you, or this could be someone else again, but either you know, this is a very devoted partner, someone who loves spending time, you know, in community with family and friends. This is being very in touch with your feelings, sometimes to your detriment, sometimes overly so, like wearing them on your sleeve. You have to keep this in check, which the Queen usually does a great job of, but make sure you're not submerging in these emotions. You know, using them as a resource and getting the treasure from them without kind of wandering into the dangerous territory of letting them, you know, overcome you. You know, and love, of course, can always make you stronger when you have a good emotional map or landscape. Like, love is always, you know, the right thing. But I just want to make sure you're not falling prey to any opportunists. If this is not you, this could be a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. This will also culminate or manifest by the end of the month, by the end of summer. I don't see this going past the end of September, or showing up later in the year. But this is being caring while being emotionally stable and intuitive. But this is support and nurturing someone or something, or someone to you, nurturing you, supporting you in some way. But either way, whichever it is, it's healing in some way, however this is showing up. That's kind of all I'm getting with that. So I hope this has been helpful to you in some way. This is a really positive month for you overall. Definitely the last half of the month you're going to feel some improvement, although none of this is very serious energy starting here. We're going to go into greater depth and more insight and clarity about these cards in your extended reading. I have a card for each one, and this is going to let us know how this may more specifically show up for you and the steps you can take regarding this. So I hope you join me for that. But now we're going to get into your key cards here, focusing on specific areas of your life for the month of September, starting with career, work, finances, and resources. We have 8 immortals. Okay, so you could be unfulfilled in your career, or maybe not feeling like you're expressing yourself, in the way you desire to be, in the specific job you want to be in. And this is kind of like a message from your higher guidance. That growth is necessary, and you need to be true to yourself in what you're pursuing or considering related to your career. Doing so is going to bring you greater joy in your work. This isn't just wishful thinking, like, oh, I really want to change jobs or careers or, improve my finances in some way. This is you having the support from source, spirit, universe, however you choose to look at it, to make these changes that will benefit your finances. If there is a simple thought you keep having, it feels really clear to you, or a repetitive direction that you feel led to take, then trust that. Ask the universe for confirmation, if you're having any doubt. And the more open you are to receiving that confirmation, the more quickly it can reach you. This could come in the form of signs or conversations or, serendipitous happenings. But you may have to take a step that feels challenging to you to change this, but it will be the right move. And, tune in and make sure it feels right. Obviously, you need to be discerning. When seeking guidance from your higher self or your guides, you're going to want to make sure it feels of a high vibrational energy. That's how you know you're tuning into the right guidance. And you'll know if it feels right by tuning into your heart. So, that doesn't mean it won't feel uncomfortable making this change or taking this step. It may feel uncomfortable. It may feel like a stretch. But even so, if it's right, it'll still feel right in your heart to take the action. Even if it's challenging you, there is a peace about it, as opposed to, confusion. And that's how you'll know you're on the right track with this action related to your career. So, spend some time contemplating in meditation, communicating with your, higher guidance, and you'll know how this is going to manifest for you. Now, for your love and relationships, we have Ivory Swan Goddess. Okay, so you could be struggling to find or maintain a loving relationship right now due to inner judgment of self. So this is not for paired people in long-term committed partnerships here. This is more of those seeking love or, not in a relationship right now. And for that to come, for that to open up for you, you're going to need to release any guilt or shame or judgment or fear that you have that you're not enough, in any way. And that's going to help you realize your beauty and be more of yourself, and shine your divine essence. Because, only when you do that will you be able to attract pure love, real love, lasting love. You're really being asked to recognize the divine energy within you without holding back, holding yourself back from, the unconditional self-acceptance and regard. It's really time to accept your divinity in greater measure, to be present to the pure light within and not try to ignore it. I think you have a tendency to downplay it or worry that you're not enough or you're too much for somebody. But no matter what's happened in your life or what experiences or choices you've made, your soul light is as pure as the divine source itself. And of course it is, right? Because that's where it came from. So you just need to remember this. There is no need for feelings of inadequacy. You need to make the choice to not empower the judgment, or the condemnation or the criticism of yourself by you, to you, or, by anyone else to you. That could be something going on right now too. So maybe this is a sign to recognize that. So if you're in a relationship and that is going on and you're feeling judged or criticized, new perspective or boundaries are necessary, or, even leaving that relationship if you feel led to do so. Okay, we're going to move on now to your spirituality. We have Blossoms of the Sky Dancer. Okay, you're being asked to tap into your spiritual power of creation here. This is quite strong in your reading, tapping into your creativity right now, related to your career and your spirituality. This is going to help you bloom when you finally do that. Creation itself is a natural, spiritual power within you, so it must be expressed. This is how we feel connection to source, or to your spirituality itself. You are creating something important right now. Like, I'm feeling this really growing for your sign. Something that is aligned with heavenly forces and light. And it's significant for the path of spiritual awakening on this planet. Like, you're going to play a huge part in this, whatever this is for you. Whether you're fully conscious of it yet or not, it is happening. Your spiritual light is flowing into the physical plane with the intention to manifest certain life situations and circumstances. These manifestations are in accordance with your spiritual path. This, is destiny, pre-decided. And to cultivate and allow creation to manifest in your physical reality, you can focus more on allowing and flowing and surrendering and participating, in the greater flow, rather than the usual ways in Western culture of doing and making things happen and forcing them and, intending and grasping. This is a realization from within that you are a spiritual magnet, and whatever you want to attract, you can. Simply by cultivating the qualities you seek to experience externally, within yourself. Okay, that's all I'm getting from that. Next, we're moving on, and we have Blessings of the Moon Maiden. This is coming up as your well-being and health card. Obviously, I don't answer specific health questions or give guidance related to specific health issues. This is more, it obviously in general regarding your well-being. Obviously, if you have any serious health problems or concerns, you would want to seek advice from a doctor. But this is spirit letting you know that the universe is replenishing and restoring you. So, if you've had any minor health issues, I think they're coming to a conclusion and resolving now. This is kind of like letting you know to allow yourself to receive you know, beyond what you have thought is possible by opening your heart with gratitude now. So this is healing. This can be healing, peace to your well-being, you know, and this is letting you know not to limit what you are capable of attracting by having false beliefs about what you deserve or you are worthy of. That's again showing up. How you feel about yourself is affecting your life. But this is you being blessed with peace, like inner peace, or peace of mind around some specific area. But your beliefs, openness, vitality, and trust, they need to be big enough to receive the magnificence of the blessings coming to you. So this is a big change to your health and well-being coming to you. So have gratitude for what you have already received and how you have already grown and begun to heal. And, you know, because these blessings would not be coming to you if there wasn't a readiness, you know, and an ability within you to receive them. So this is a positive card. Okay, so that's all we have today for your reading. I really, really hope it was helpful for you in some way. I hope that it resonated with you. Thank you so much for joining me for your reading. I absolutely love doing them, and I will be back next month with your October readings. Again, if you want to join me for the extended reading where we're going to get into these postcards from Spirit, this is going to bring further clarity to this entire situation, and the link will be below. Okay, take care. Talk to you next time. Bye.